In this video, we are going to look at 10 cool concept vehicles that are simply amazing to see. Many of these vehicles show the incredible innovation taking place now in the automotive industry. While some of these vehicles may never see the light of day, they do make us realize that the future is bright for new vehicle ideas. Be sure to watch the video to the end to see the most amazing vehicles on the list. Also, if you have not done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with our latest content. For now, let's get started with the list. Mars Rover Concept Vehicle. This concept may never reach Mars in reality, but this extraordinary vehicle was designed for navigating the challenging landscape of Mars. The idea was to create a vehicle to transport next-generation space explorers. The Mars Rover concept was approved by NASA for development, and it was commissioned by the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. The rover is an incredible-looking piece of machinery. If I ever go to Mars, I do hope that they will have amazing vehicles like this to navigate the surface of the red planet. Honda Augmented Driving Concept. The Honda Augmented Driving concept centers around a new steering wheel design, the only point of interest in the ultra-minimum cabin featuring 2 rows of bench seats. This concept car introduced a new driving experience paradigm. By patting the steering wheel twice, the vehicle will start, and by pulling the steering wheel the vehicle will slow down. Push the steering wheel, and the vehicle accelerates. The completely reinvented wheel also serves as a screen for the speedometer when the car is in manual mode. Meanwhile, eye reading sensors incorporated into its center of the steering wheel monitor the driver's eyes for distraction. If their gaze is averted, the car's autonomous system kicks in. When the car is in its autonomous state, a passenger can swipe their hand left or right over the top of the steering wheel to make it change lanes. The controls can also be moved from one side of the vehicle to another, meaning a person sitting anywhere in the car, left, middle, or right, can take the wheel. Toyota LQ. The company's new 4-seat, 4-door LQ has a Siri-like personal assistant, called Yui, that's designed to build an emotional bond between car and driver. Toyota's pitch is that mobility isn't just about the human desire to move through physical space, it's also about the human desire to be moved emotionally. The company's new personal assistant will learn from and respond to each driver's needs, creating a man-machine bond that Toyota hopes will distract drivers from the fact that they are themselves just cogs in a machine. The car also includes LQ's augmented reality enhanced head-up display, which presents the car's driving information such as lane warnings, road signs, and route guidance without the driver having to look away from the road. In addition to the typical transparent head-up display, the LQ uses augmented reality to expand this data display area to the windscreen to further reduce the driver's eye movement. As a safer alternative to buttons, drivers can engage with the AI agent using interactive voice communication. This can be used to activated seat functions designed to increase alertness or reduce stress, to turn on the air conditioning, to release fragrances, or to turn on lights inside the car. Yui can also select and play music based on the driving environment, and provide real-time information on topics of interest to the driver. Other personalized safety features include the Alcyone Smart Seats, billed by Toyota as a world first in seating technology. Embedded with a series of inflatable air bladders, the seats work with an in-seat air conditioning system to help keep the driver alert or relaxed depending on the situation. When the system recognizes that the driver is tired, it inflates the air bladder in the back of the seat to support an upright sitting posture, and directs cool air onto them. The Mercedes-Benz Vision AVTR is meant to be both sustainable and autonomous. The car features a 110 kWh electric motor that can produce 469 horsepower and a range of roughly 435 miles. The car doesn't have a steering wheel as you might expect. The Vision AVTR would establish a biometric connection with the driver. Neuromorphic hardware acts as a conduit between the human and the vehicle. For example, by placing a hand on the center console, the interior comes to life, and the vehicle recognizes the driver by his or her breathing. The car has different settings depending on how much control the driver wants. When they raise their hand, a menu is projected onto it, allowing them to choose. In comfort mode, the car is autonomous, self-driving. Kind to the environment, the Vision AVTR is an emission-free electric vehicle, with a combined engine power of more than 350 kilowatts, setting a new benchmark for EQ power, and a range of more than 700 kilometers. The battery can be fully charged in just 15 minutes. Renault EZ-GO. When you think of concept cars, the inevitable images that come to mind are of exaggerated designs, impractical proportions, and profoundly self-indulgent experiences. Concepts are, usually, intended to titillate our most selfish desires. Except Renault, a company that prides itself on making cars suitable for all tastes and budgets, has come to the Geneva Motor Show with something altogether different, a robot taxi. The autonomous EZ-GO concept car that Renault has brought to Geneva accommodates 6 people and is essentially a driverless Uber pool vehicle. You invoke one via either a mobile app or a roadside station, and it comes along to sweep you off your feet and into a spacious and airy interior. It can be booked by individuals or groups, and if Renault's vision comes to fruition, it will function like a new form of public transport for densely populated cities. Instead of jumping on a fixed-route bus or a less affordable taxi, you can send your ride request to Renault, and the company's EZ-GO car will integrate you into its existing route in the most efficient way relative to its other passengers. Aston Martin Logonda Vision Concept. The Vision concept showcases Logonda design ingenuity. Both far shorter and lower than traditional limousines, the exceptional space efficiency that has been achieved by its radical design means there is room inside for 4 adults, each of 2 meters height or more, to stretch out in luxurious comfort. Far more than any orthodox design, the Logonda Vision concept was designed from the inside out because that is what the architecture allows. With no need to package a vast internal combustion engine, gearbox and transmission, Logonda's designers could optimize the interior down to the smallest detail and then build up the exterior of the car around it. Logonda is intended to grow into its own brand, as a sort of luxury tier to Aston Martin's already exclusive range of cars. The hope is that it will become the world's first zero-emissions luxury car brand when production of, obviously tamer, real-world cars begins in 2021. The Logonda Vision concept is deliberately outlandish and extreme, setting extraordinary boundaries to allow Aston Martin's designers the biggest possible canvas on which to concoct the company's future. Its proud and gleaming design is in stark contrast to humbler current trends in car design, but I appreciate it for what it is, eccentricity at its finest, most unrestrained best. Citreon 1919 concept. The Citroën 1919 concept is not a Tonka toy. Instead, it's Citroën's idea of how a fully autonomous car meant for cross-country trips will look in the future. Said to be inspired by the aviation world, it features a cabin brimming with tech that's accessible via suicide doors. View it as the big brother of Citroën's ME1 concept that's built for the inner cities with licenseless drivers in mind. The fully glazed suspended cabin is supported by Citroën's progressive hydraulic cushion suspension, which makes the body appear as if it is levitating above the four oversized wheels. This system allows the wheels to move relative to the cabin, eliminating the sensation of bumps to offer a magic carpet ride experience. Renault Morphoz SUV concept. Renault has designed an all-electric concept car that can be physically expanded and have its range extended based on the needs of its user. Called Morphoz, the electric car has an extendable body that can be switched between a shorter, city car form and a longer version for travel. In addition to a fully electric powertrain with a battery sharing system, the car has level 3 driving autonomy and a smart system powered by artificial intelligence, AI, that enables the vehicle to recognize its driver on approach. The amazing part of it all is that this concept embodies core features Renault wants to implement in its cars after 2025. The Morphoz concept itself doesn't look drastically futuristic, either. Take away the oversized wheels, add some necessary regulatory equipment, and it looks like something feasible, not to mention pretty good looking at that. We all know this decade will shake up the auto industry, but maybe further out. We're in for shape-shifting cars. Bentley EXP 100 GT. Bentley looks to the future with the EXP 100 GT concept car that pairs artificial intelligence with sustainable materials made from recycled rice husks and wine production waste. Fully electric with the option of autonomous driving, the EXP 100 GT was released yesterday in celebration of the car brand's 100th birthday. Made from lightweight aluminium and carbon fiber components, Bentley's latest concept car incorporates what the company describes as an array of sustainable materials. The cabin is integrated with artificial intelligence, AI, also known as the Bentley Personal Assistant, which enables users to make commands through hand gestures made to the front or rear interfaces. Through this AI system, users can customize their setting by turning glass areas opaque for privacy, or turning on an air purification mode, as well as recording their journeys to replay highlights later. Opel Alcyone 2050 concept. Looks like the future of electric mobility tempts and inviting the concept cars to mesmerize the EV lovers. Opel Alcyone 2050 concept car is the latest example for future electric vehicles. The interesting part about the electric concept car is it can work as a car and a bike at the same time. Well, that's all for this edition of Club Tech Technology Hunters. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I look forward to showing you more amazing technology in future videos. Thank you for watching.